Good morning,
Good
Vanessa.
morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
I'm glad that you came by. It's good to see you again, and welcome to this counseling session. So, as I told you the previous weeks, I'm going to go ahead and remind you that everything we do say here is confidential. However, if I do feel that you're a danger to yourself or somebody else, then I may have to report that to somebody else. Okay?
Okay.
So, just to kind of get things started, I actually have like a little game we're gonna play to start this up, okay? And then we can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I have this board here, and this right here is just a list of different topics. It's very simple. We're gonna play a little game. You get to pick whatever topic you want and ask a question related to that. Would you like me to ask the first question to you?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna choose music. What kind of music do you listen to?
Usually whatever's on the radio. Just oldies. Yeah, whatever's on the radio, like Kiss FM and yeah, just whatever's on the radio.
Now, please don't tell me you think oldies is music from the 2005s.
No.
Okay, just making sure. So go ahead. Now you get to ask me a question. You pick a topic and then ask me whatever you want related to that topic.
Careers.
Okay. And so what kind of question related to careers do you want to ask?
I don't know. It just stands out. Just anything you can tell me about careers.
Okay. So I'll ask this question for you. I'm gonna give you so you have like another example. So, careers. What kind of career did you want to have when you were growing up? Okay, and then so I'll ask that question to myself. And you can answer it as well if you'd like. But careers. So when I was a child, I wanted to be many things, and at one point I wanted to be a teacher, and one time I wanted to be a pop star. So it's a big range of things, but I can't sing nor can I teach, but here I am as a counselor.
Interesting. I don't see you as a pop star.
No. Yeah, I don't think so either. Well, what about you? What is something that you want to be when you grow up?
I thought of being a teacher as well. I really like helping others, so anything that would help other people. So in the field of that.
You definitely mentioned that before, is that you're really interested in helping people. I'm gonna ask you another question. What we're gonna go to family. So, what is something you enjoy doing with your family most?
That's easy. Just spending time with them, especially during the holidays. Making memories.
Okay. We'll do a few more. Go ahead and you can pick one.
I guess school. I don't know what kind of question, but school is interesting.
School is definitely interesting. School's a big part. Obviously, what I do in life is I'm here every day. Um, I'll be here even when you're gone. And with school though, so we can talk about school. What's your favorite subject in school?
Don't really have one. I just, attend to get my credits and that's it. So right now this year I don't so far have one.
Do you not have any that you enjoy in the past years?
I guess my electives, just like Spanish, home ec. That's basically it.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna pick another one, and let's go travel. Where's somewhere that you would love to travel one day?
I would love to travel to Greece and to maybe like India and to see all the Disneylands. I love Disneyland.
Okay. I just got back from Greece. That's with my wife. That's a beautiful place. I think you'll love it. And Disneyland. Do you go to Disneyland around here?
I do. I have a pass.
Oh wow, really? That's good. It's very crowded there. Are you okay with the crowds?
I put up with it.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do one more topic each. Go ahead and pick another topic.
Sports.
And what would you like to know about sports?
Please don't tell me you're going for the Dodgers.
Of course, I'm going for the Dodgers. It's awesome that they're in the World Series, and I've been dreaming ever since I was born that they'll win one time. Hopefully, this is the year.
I don't know about that.
What sports teams? What baseball team do you like?
Well, mine didn't make it, but the Yankees.
Yankees. Okay. Well, I've been to a Yankee game before. I've been to 3 actually over in New York, and when you're in New York, you should definitely root for the Yankees unless they're playing the Dodgers. But so yeah, that's what I learned. Okay, and then let's last one. Let's talk about memories. What is the best memory you could think of from your childhood? Or I'm not going to say the best, but let's say a really good memory.
I want to say spending time with my family. When my grandparents were alive, we'd go over to their house and all my uncles and aunts and cousins would show up and we'd all just hang around and cause chaos at my grandparents' house at both of them. And yeah, those were my memories of one of the highlights of them. Family is really important to me, so hopefully, like, we still get together, but it's still not the same just because we don't have our grandparents. But overall, I'm glad we still get together.
All right, that's nice. Thank you for playing this game with me. And so speaking of family, how have things been going at home with you and your siblings and mom? Last time we spoke, you kind of mentioned feeling very anxious because there was a dance that you were asked to and you didn't want to go, and they all were kind of encouraging you to go. How's that been going?
It's been okay. They cut me a little slack. They're not pushing me to go anymore. And one of my sisters helped everybody else to understand how I felt. And yeah, it's okay. Good.
Oh, that's nice. So what your sister that helped? What did she do to kind of help them understand better?
She just told them to leave me alone.
Is
And
that
she's older, so they listen to her.
is that what they? Is that what you feel like you want us to be left alone?
No. Just when I say I don't want to do something, I want to be left alone and not be pushed to do it.
Okay.
But she helped. I guess 'cause she's older, they listen to her. I don't know.
Well, that's good that you have somebody advocating for you in your home, and it sounds like you have a strong support system, anyways, which is a positive thing. But it's even better that you have somebody kind of looking out for you through the process. And I do want to follow up with a few other things that we've talked about recently. So the first it would be the conflicts with the students. You're having conflicts with students in your English class. There was 2 students that you said, were basically giving you a hard time, and this was making you have a lot of anxiety, and so much to the point that you weren't even coming to class, which is kind of why we started meeting up in the first place. How's that been going?
It's still about the same. They still bother me, but I've been really focusing on tuning them out. I'm here for school, like I said, get my credits and just go home.
Okay. I did have a conversation with the teacher, Miss Fenty. But she seemed a bit unaware of the situation at large. Would you mind telling me which students are the ones that were bothering you? Just so I can kind of have her keep an extra eye on that situation.
Yeah, it was Ashley and Samantha.
Okay. No, thank you. What do you think would be a solution that would work for you? Do you think being in the class with them is the problem? Or do you think, maybe if we just need to talk to them?
Maybe if my schedule gets switched around, it might help a little bit. I can hold off till the next semester so it doesn't look like anything, so they don't pick on me more.
Okay.
But I really think maybe just changing my schedule around is okay with me.
Okay, that's something we'll look into. We do have a bullying protocol here at our school within the district, and so this is something we're going to kind of closely monitor. I will be looking directly into Miss Fenty's class and talk with these students in particular, and try to get this not going, because bullying is something that we do take very seriously here at the school, and we care about you. You're the victim of bullying. It's not your fault, and we don't want to inconvenience you because it's it's not your fault that you're getting bullied. Okay. You're also having, so we talked about the anxiety you're having about not going to dance. Has that anxiety decreased now that your sisters have stopped pressuring you? I know you said your friends were kind of giving you a little bit of pressure to go, and your friend Paul, who asked you to go to the dance. Have you still been having anxiety about that?
No, it's gone down. I'm okay.
Okay. And what about any other anxiety issues over the last week?
No, I haven't had any anxiety attacks or anything. I've been okay.
Oh, that's great to hear. So, but were you practicing any of the breathing exercises, or have you needed to? I mean, you said you haven't had any anxiety.
Oh, I started doing yoga.
Really?
Yeah, so that's been helping out. My friend Vivian told me to help go join her, and so it's been interesting.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad that you're doing that. As I mentioned, very difficult. So that's amazing that you're able to do that. I would definitely keep that up. Now, last week we also spoke about something called exposure therapy. Do you remember? Do you remember what that is?
No.
Okay, no, that's totally okay. What we talked about was trying to get you to do things that you wouldn't normally do, and kind of put yourself out there despite the anxiety. Maybe without realizing it, joining yoga to me sounds kind of like that. And you didn't have any anxiety about going to yoga?
A little bit, but I had my friend with me, and I know even though she tells me that I should go do some things, she still looks out for me a lot.
Okay.
So she told me if I didn't feel comfortable to just leave, so we walked really slowly to the yoga class, and it was fun. It was nice little introduction. It was, first little 20-minute class, and taking it small steps.
Well, that's very good. I think putting yourself out there in that kind of situation is good. And I was gonna tell you that if it wasn't something you felt comfortable with, that's okay. But seeing that we spoke last week and then you're already taking a big leap like that, that's very brave of you, and I think that's it. It's gonna go a long way to helping you out with some of these issues like anxiety. So, and the other thing I kind of wanted to mention about our conversations, particularly last week, is I was really reflecting on some of the things we were talking about, and some of the things that you were telling me kind of triggered to me that you felt a little bit hopeless. Does that sound like you?
Sometimes, but I'm okay.
You okay? Are you depressed?
No.
No?
No.
Do you ever have any suicidal thoughts or thoughts about hurting yourself?
No.
No?
No,
Have you ever had those kind of thoughts before?
maybe, but I don't remember. But I'm okay.
You're okay? Okay. I just, because as I mentioned to you earlier in regards to bullying, we do care about you. I care about you. And this is a place where we can talk about those kind of things. As I mentioned to you before, obviously, if I feel you're a danger to yourself, I do have to, kind of follow our protocol and reach out to other people to get assistance, and that's so we can help you out. But it's okay to reach out over here, and I'm somebody that you can talk to. I'm somebody that I'll listen to the things that you have to say, and as dark as they could possibly be, that's okay. It's okay to share those kind of things. It's important to share those kind of things, and these are something I should have probably mentioned to you last week when we were talking about it, but in reflection is when I really started thinking about some of the things you told me, and I feel like maybe there's more to what you're saying than what you were actually saying. And it does sound like you had a really good week though, and I hope we can keep this going on a positive incline. Okay, so I just want you to know that this office is open, so if there's ever anything that you need to talk about, then I'm here to talk about it. Okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And so I guess from there, we do have time to talk today, and I just want to know what's on your mind. What's been going on with you this week besides yoga?
I have a lot of homework.
A lot of homework, okay. And has that been overwhelming at all?
Sometimes, but we're getting close to the like winter break and stuff, so just have to meet all the deadlines, but I'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I did get your grades here, and because we just did as you know, we did the grade checks very recently, and it looks like you're doing pretty well. I do see that you have a D in English, and I imagine I understand why, because of everything that's been going on, and you missing class. But we're working to bring that up.
Yeah, I am. I spoke to my teacher and she letting me make up things and get at least half credit. But she did tell me to focus on the more recent homeworks and then slowly turn in the other things that I didn't turn in.
Okay. All right, and then, and so you mentioned earlier that you're still not gonna go to the dance.
No, I'm not going. Maybe I'll change my mind, but no, I'm okay. Maybe next time.
Yeah. And how about how's lunch been going? You know, you've mentioned not really having friends in lunch period with you, just your sister and her friends. Has that changed for you, or are you still kind of feeling shy?
Still feeling shy, but I just eat my lunch and do some of my homework, but it's okay. Yeah, hopefully it'll change next time.
Okay. And so we do have this time. What would you like to talk about?
Nothing really. I don't know.
No, nothing. That's it. You don't have any other issues. This is your time that you get to vent. Your vent sesh. No?
I'm good.
Okay. Well then, we're gonna kind of do a little exercise to kind of start winding us out of here. Okay.
Another one?
I'm full of exercises. You know, I don't do a lot of physical exercise, so I have to make up for it with the mental exercises. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how do you think these sessions have been going for you?
I will say an 8.
Oh, an 8. Wow. And why an 8?
You gave me a couple resources and you didn't pressure me to do things. So I appreciate that. Your interesting exercises as well, which my other previous counselor didn't do any of that. It was just come in, sit down, and listen to them. And they got me in and out of their office like within 10-15 minutes.
Okay. And now I think an 8's a great number, and I'm not gonna complain about an 8. But what do you think could make these sessions even better? What would make this a 10 for you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
No?
I'll think about it.
Okay, yeah, think about it. Let me know. And then, it's important to me, not just for our relationship and these sessions with you, but for me as a counselor to grow and make sure I'm doing the best that I could be doing to help my students, okay? So if you have any suggestions of how I can be better, always, feel free to let me know. Send an email or just stop by the office and let me know. So we spoke before about you keeping a journal. Has that been happening at all?
Yeah. That's helped out too, so I can remember certain things. But yeah, it's been helping out. If I don't write down things, I'll just doodle on it to pass time. But yeah.
That's perfect that you know even to doodle on it. That's kind of a point that I wanted to make to you today was even if you have nothing to say, treat it like an art journal, and it could be put something in it, and even if it's just doodles and try to just keep up with it daily. By putting something in there, and then because even a lot of times art will reflect how we're feeling as well, and so on a good day maybe you'll write or draw flowers or something, and then maybe a bad day you're gonna draw a sad flower, and everybody has their own unique things, but so please keep that going. I think that's I'm gonna continue giving that to you as an assignment. I don't have any other assignments that I'm going to make you work on this time, but it's something that I definitely want you to kind of think about, and then kind of go from there, okay? I think you're doing great. I love the progress that you've made, and I want to kind of keep moving in this direction. We're going to keep meeting weekly, and then we'll kind of go from there, okay?
Okay.
So thank you so much for your time, and you have a great week.
You too.
Bye.